up.
Right.
So maybe they might want to sell. There's one actually right here, off to the right,
What
in
street
towards
are
the
we on?
right. We're on, let's see what street we're on. This house here,
Winding Bridge Road.
Winding Ridge. Yeah, Winding Ridge. If you look in the backyard, it was almost hard to spot. But if you look at the front yard here, you see it's kind of a sloppy cut. The way this yard was cut, it wasn't edged or anything like that. If you've seen my code enforcement video when I was driving, that's what I say. A lot of times if code enforcement or a neighbor comes, they're not really cutting this to make it look nice. They're just cutting it to get the grass short. And you see they haven't edged the sidewalks, whereas the other properties, their yards are edged. And if you look back in the backyard of the house, it's probably hard to see, but the grass is overgrown in the backyard. So it's probably a neighbor or someone that cut the front, but they have not cut the back. So this is what that house looks like. And we're gonna write this one too. 20, yeah, you got that number 24 already. And there's, you can't see that much in the back here, but it is overgrown on the other side. Alright, so let's go down here. There's another cul-de-sac.
Yeah, it's right down 22 or no? No.
Which one? The one next door to it? No, just that one. You're done on the video. So this one here, you can see the address, but sometimes you're at a house and you can't tell the address of the house. Like, look at this mailbox. There's a number missing there. The 6 space and a 0. But we looked up and luckily we could see on the porch there, there's the number's written down. But sometimes there's no number there. The worst thing you can do is look down the street and say, okay, that's 650 and that's 630. I'm gonna guess this is 640. Half the time you're gonna be wrong on this. You're gonna mail to an address or you're gonna get the wrong house. So what I like to do in situations like this, if I don't see the address and I can't tell, never guess. Look at the house next door or one near it that has the address. So for example, this one is 650, and then you write on your thing, to the right of 650 if you're facing 650. If you're standing in the front yard facing it, to the right of 650. And that way when you get back, you pull up Property Appraiser and you look to see, okay, what is off to the right when you look at the map. But never guess.
You can also write down both of them, one on the left, one on the right.
You can write down both too and say it's in the middle.
Look at the yard on that one.
Correct. Thank you. Now we're back. Is it recording? So now we're back, and you can see we've got all these addresses that we've got from Driving for Dollars. So we're out for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, and we got 42. But we're going slower, and we're in a neighborhood that didn't have a lot, so we switched to a different one. But usually you get about 30 in an hour is really good. So when we come back on my website, I've got a link here to all the county property appraisers. So if you go to Queen of Tax Deeds, there's a county links button. That's where I was. And so we were in Seminole County. So we'll hit Seminole, PA's property appraiser. So we went to the property appraiser and we put in the address of the property, and then we pretty much looked to get some information about the property. And then we looked to see if the house was delinquent in its taxes as well. And then we're going to enter it into our spreadsheet. So we have a huge spreadsheet here of all our other Driving for Dollars houses. So we just enter it into a spreadsheet. So this is usually done on another day. It's not the same day. Because, you know, maybe you're on your way to someplace else and you just happen to be driving for dollars. So a lot of times I'll just take a picture and then email it to my VA and have them put it in a spreadsheet, because then they look up all the information I want them to. Or I'll come in and I'll write it in myself. And so now we're just going to go over the yellow letters. Just what our little yellow letters look like that we're going to send out to the property owners. So the yellow letter strategy is very popular among real estate investors. So we're just going to talk about now the best ways to do them to get a lot of them done, because it could be time consuming, but there's some shortcuts that you can do. All right, so we'll chat with you later, but that's pretty much most of the process for Driving for Dollars.